Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Racing League Season 9 in our Formula Performance here. It's round 1 around Australia and the Albert Park. I'll be your commentator today. My name is Tim Brosens and I'm joined by Kevin Harrison. Hello.
Hello, and of course, today we are here at Australia, this calendar being the complete opposite of last season. Of course, last season had 22 races. Sorry, last season had 11, and this season has another 11. So the 11 that we didn't do last season are on this calendar. So, as I said, of course, as you can see as well, starting off with Australia, two really good opportunities to get some overtakes done into turn 1 and turn 3. And also, maybe just out of turn 12, there's a DRS straight there where you might be able to make a cheeky overtake. Not sure on the turns though. I will figure that out.
Yeah, the only turn where I know is ahead of the second third year straight. It's on 30 and 14, the tricky, nearly full speed chicane, who is also easy to spin when you come too wide on the curb. And
Oh,
JCK,
speaking of spinning,
yeah,
JCK,
I got it on screen.
that's Jose Carlo, you think?
Yeah, it's Josie.
Spun in sector 2, just going on to the straight that kind of takes you slightly left the whole way through. Luckily he saves it. He was on the lap. That's going to be out the window now, as he sets some purple sectors, of course, being one of the first. But yeah, very unfortunate for him not being able to set a lap early on.
On board now with Rocco Welsh.
As there's Mercedes in his way. Was he planning to finish it? He was. So maybe he might report that.
Yeah,
You never know.
but Rocco Welsh.
As he's said, well, yeah, no, that's gonna be nowhere near pole with his mistake.
Rocco Welsh is coming
So
to cross the line. Crossing the line. First benchmark is a 121.3. What can do Joe
yeah,
is? He can beat him, and there's a Ferrari of Lee.
very fine margins to the end too. And
it's
actually, no, Lee ups it a little bit more in the Ferrari with a 20.8. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait really to see what times are. Of course, FP times are gonna be very different. Different cars. Of course, the skill comes into that because the faster guys in the slower cars, but times are going to differ from car to car for sure.
Yeah, it's realistic car performance. So yeah, the mix between the three tiers is like last season, very big. As Matthew Alder coming to the last corner, our at the moment championship. What should I say? He won obviously the last 3 F1 championships, Matthew Alder. It's nice to have him here in the Formula Performance here as well.
And speaking of him, he set a 20.9, just off Lee's time in the Ferrari. So showing some good pace in that Williams. Of course, he is in theory the quickest here. I mean, there's no real doubt about that. So,
oh, I was on board with
good
Lewis,
times.
and Lewis is out. As that isn't good for him. I was going on board with him, so I need to find someone to go on board with. Travis, Oli Flavel, invalidated. Then I think Thomas Travis, so it should be the next. He's under 30 DRS rate. Yeah, obviously last season was won by Jared Fosbury. He's today in the Red Bull with Pat from the Codemasters. The cars are a bit different now in terms of speed. The Ferrari was a bit nerfed because of the real life performance. As Thomas dropped his goes to 5th, 21.1. I see AlphaTauri behind him. It's Brandon Glover who started his lap. Michael Marlowe is on his lap. What is about Oli Flavel? He should be the next. He's on his lap in the middle of sector 2. Let's stay with him. Yeah, talking about the season, with the new car allocation system, what was introduced by Jared and myself, It will be interesting every week. Should be a closer championship then. So yeah, but I don't know what to expect
Yeah,
from
for
a guy
sure.
like Matthew Alder. He's always normally the fastest guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll really mix it up because you would think that the faster guys, of course, they're starting in the slower cars right now. They probably won't be fighting for the win unless you're Matthew, because Matthew can do anything. He's an alien. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of a given. But the general fast guys, like Lewis, Nino, Rocco Wash, and Thomas Tropes as well,
Yeah,
they probably won't necessarily be looking at the win today, which means
Brandon.
that once they get in slightly more competitive cars next week, it would kind of sort itself out, and would be really interesting to see how the cars kind of work out for the championship.
Yeah, as Brandon Lowe was starting his first lap, he's 7,000 behind Lee. So that's a good beginning for him. Um,
Yeah,
who is on a
looking
lap?
like
Could be
he's
Shane. No, he
kind of on
isn't.
top of it right now, as he's on an outlap. He's
Rocco
basically he's
Welch.
getting ready to start another lap.
Yeah,
If you want
Rocco
to go on
Welch is
board with
good.
him, Tim. Current provisional pole position coming through the hairpin.
What?
Lee is starting his second flyer.
Yeah, I'm at the moment on board with Rocco Welch, who is already on his lap. But I can switch to Lee. Where's my cursor here? Lee Kelly. On the outside one. Need to get the cars out of the way. Down the turn
Yeah.
4 it is, I think. And a little chicane. Tricky braking zone here. Don't come too wide, you're losing time on the exit curb because of its little of the sausage curb. Full speed through here. At the end of sector 1, a little braking, cutting the curb completely. Then
He's going quicker as well.
yeah,
Purple sector 1 there.
then it's coming down to the next corner. You need to cut as well a bit the curb, but not too far. Get a good exit there. It's really important for speed until the fast chicane came. Tricky braking zone here. If the car is too far, like
Oh, and he's got really
yeah,
wide. It looks like he hasn't invalidated though, so he got lucky.
he hasn't. He's a bit lucky there. Again, a tricky corner here as well. Easy to spin like Lee nearly did. It's coming down to the last corners. If you have the right setup, this corner should be full throttle. Activating your DRS, and then you're crossing the line. And it
And
isn't
he
an
doesn't
improvement.
improve. That mistake cost him too much.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, it was quite the mistake going up onto the grass. You never want to get there because it'll compromise your exit so much going down into 13. And yeah, all that time that you lose in that little straight could really make or break your lap. And seems to have broken these. As Brandon Glover, did he improve there?
No,
I'm
he
not sure.
was already.
No, he didn't. No, he might be improving though. He's on an outlap, so look out for him when he starts his lap.
Joe Hollis, I think, is the next guy to cross the line. As is Nino
Yeah,
ahead
and
of
then
him?
Matthew's
Yes,
on a
Nino.
lap after that.
Nino's ahead of him. Then we are going with Joe and Matthew. As Nino goes into the pits, and we're going with Joe Hollis. Comes through the last corner. Activating DRS. Only full throttle to the line. Improves, goes up to 6. Once 21
Yeah, and I've
flat.
just seen Matthew Waller has invalidated his lap now, so he won't be improving at all.
It's Felix Negwes.
I'm just looking. Jared Fosbury, I'm not sure if he's on in lap or on lap.
Felix Negler crossing the line,
Looks like
goes up
he's
to
going for
3rd.
it.
Felix Negler up to 3rd. As I need to
Now,
go
Ollie Flavel. No.
where I am. Cameron Young is the next guy with which time we set. 121.6 to 12. As Jared Fosbury goes fastest in the Red Bull today. That's the next one. Could be Jessica. No, he started his lap. Then we're going. Where's the fast battle? There he is. No, he isn't. Ah, he started his lap time as there was someone out. Is that Matthew? I don't know. It's Cameron Young? I'm not sure. I need to find someone who is on his lap. Could be Brandon Glover, nor he invalidated his lap. Then we're going to Shane Clare, who is not on a lap because of his 0 ERS. Yes, Josie Calo Courier Manuel, if I pronounce that right. I'm not sure. It's wrong. Yeah, Josie Calo Courier Manuel, purple second sector, but I'm not 100% trusting this game. Good run through turn 13 and 14. Coming down now. He's in 0 ERS. I don't know if, yeah, he's back at 2. I came too wide and invalidated his lap. That's unfortunate. As we have Rocco Welch again on a lap. Probably second sector, but I'm not sure of it.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm
No
back.
problem. Next guy is definitely Rocco Welch. Or is it Shane ahead of him? I'm not sure. But Rocco Welch is, I think, the next guy to cross the line, which I'm really sad. Will he improve? Yes, he goes up to 10th, 121.1. Who is the next? It could be Louis Quinlan. Yes, it is.
It is, yeah.
Good run.
Oh, and he's invalidated just a little bit too wide there.
Yeah, so we're going with Tom Jewell. Not that much cars are at the moment out of track. 4 minutes 23 remaining. So the cars
Yeah,
will
it
came
looks
up
like
for
they're
the
going to be
final laps.
waiting until the last, like, 2 minutes to go out, really.
Yes.
Won't be able to get 2 laps in from here.
Tom Jewell now. He's 6/10 up on his time. Good run through the chicane. Ending the second sector now.
If he's 6/10 up as well, he could be very much on for pole here.
Yes. I see. Just need to bring it to the line. Nearly full throttle into this corner. Only full speed. Will it be provisional pole for him? Yes, it is. 120.3. Good lap from him. Behind them is Rocco Welch. Now he's in. Thomas Travis is starting his lap. Is someone on a lap as well? No. The only guy I think is Thomas Travis. He's on a DRS rate. Shane retired.
Retires in the pits, it seems.
Yeah, in the Merc. I expected a bit more, but he can prove that in the race. Thomas Travis now on the way to turn 11 or 9 or 10 or 11. One of them it is, pretty sure. On the way to turn 13 and 14, the fast chicane is 30 tenths up.
And I was going to mention the purple sector too, but of course he's invalidated straight after. So that could have well been on for pole as well.
We missed Olive
But
Flevel.
that lap is over, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out again to set another one.
Yeah, Olive Flevel, we missed him. That he was setting a good time to third place with 120.8.
No, I think he was already there. He's currently on a lap though.
Okay.
To set
So Michael
his
Marlowe
final
goes
lap.
really wide in the chicane. Or the exit, I don't know. But that was no invalidation. Like a few drivers before
Yeah,
was.
Ollie is going quicker now in sector 1. He has set a purple, fastest sector 1. So he's coming through now to what is turn 11 and 12, very fast corners here. He's again instead of purple sector 2. No invalidations, keeping it well within track limits at the moment. Into 13 and 14, the two right-handers, very similar corners really. This one a little bit more open, you can take a little bit
Where are
more
you
curve
on
on
board?
the exit. Ollie.
Oh,
I thought it. Okay, sorry. Through the final corner for him though, and he opens up DRS. He's going to come up to the line. He is improving, and it is going to be a 20.3 just
how
behind
close.
Tom Jewell.
That's unfortunate that it's so close. In the meantime, Michael Marlowe goes only up to 16th. So, who's on it up? I need to look out that I'm not missing.
Just ask it. In 7th, it's Felix, right?
Yes.
Because I can't see that name. Yeah, okay.
I'm 7 Felix.
Oh, we'll remember that for later then.
Who is the first guy on track? It's Louis Quillen who invalidated. He
I
needs to
think
pick up
Jose
this
Carlo.
pace that
No,
if he will
he's
make it
not,
to the
never
line.
mind.
I'm not sure who is on the lap. Josie isn't.
Matthew is on one. I can say that for sure.
Could it be that the drivers are a bit ahead of us with the with the time? Could be the case because of
Not sure, but
both,
I am
racing
fairly
points are
sure that
slowing
Matthew
down.
is on a lap though. He's
Yeah.
in hot lap.
I'm on board.
Yeah,
Matthew
coming
Oliver.
into turns 9 and 10. Come one after the other. You want to take quite a bit of curb, as Matthew just did there. Maximize your exit. Now coming through turns 11 and 12. So easy to invalidate, as we've seen quite a few people invalidate through there. Opening DRS on the exit. Little kink right. Coming down towards turn 13. Heavy braking down to third gear and short shifting up to fourth. And here it's a similar kind of down to fifth. And now coming through the hairpin stays in second. That must be good for the Williams, I guess. I did hear Matthew talking about better gears for slower cars. He's going to come up to the line now. Doesn't look like he's going for pole, and he's going to set a 20.9, putting in P7. So yeah, Williams definitely not capable of pole position today.
What can Zondra Sorhog do in its Renault? Activating the RCB, I think
Felix
the last one to cross
just
the line.
improved to a 20.6.
Sondra goes up
P4
to
for him.
10th, out qualifying his teammate. What you said?
And he's going to be
Felix-
hoping someone else can out-qualify him. I think Michael Marlowe is the last one to come through. If he can out-qualify Sondre, then Sondre will be a little happier, and he's not
It's
going to.
only
So Sondre's
15.
really in quite a bad position, being that he can't pick fresh tyres. So people behind him will be able to have quite a better strategy. So he would have been hoping that he got qualified with one more person, but it didn't happen for him.
Yeah, I think Sondra will manage it, however. A out qualified his teammate, so his teammate will get fresh tires. As qualifying is over. Yeah, interesting quali. As we're going to have Tom Jewell on pole ahead of Ollie Flavel, Jared Forsberry, Felix Negre, Josie Carlo, Courier Manuel, Lee Kelly, Brandon Glover, Matthew Alder, Louis Quinland, Sondra Zarok, Joe Hollis, Rocco Welch, Thomas Droppis, Cameron Young, Michael Marlowe, Nino Romanello, Shane Calais, and Luis Curtis finishing it up. So yeah, Tom Jewell on pole in the Merc, only 62 hundredths ahead of Ollie. So yeah, let's see, maybe some rain. Would be not untypical for Australia.
Could certainly be a possibility.
Yeah.
I have seen Australia to be quite prone to rain, although you wouldn't think it.
We
because
have
it is-
rain.
Oh,
Oh, there
I
we
was gonna
go.
say you wouldn't think it because it is Australia.
Yeah.
They usually have quite hot weather down there, but yeah, it is going to be raining for the race,
Yeah. That's,
which actually means Sandro will be a little happier about 10th then,
yeah.
because he doesn't have to worry about different strategies behind him.
Maybe we have like in Belgium last season. We will have at the end of the race a bit of a try, as I see in the Mercedes garage some intermediates, so maybe it's inter conditions, As we have Matthew all on the chat saying hoi. I don't know how old this message is. Yeah. So could be the reason why everyone was from the beginning on qualifying on softs. But normally it's in soft, medium, soft, hard, as we have inter conditions. And we're on the way in the formation lab. As I'm saying sorry, I forgot to change my language. So, yeah, a little German for everyone who's looking for the stream afterwards. But next week it will be fixed. As we have the predicted pit stop strategy, it's a one stop, inters, or inters on the second one. So one stop inters or two stop inters. Most of them will go for one stop because of taking another unnecessary pit service. Not the best idea. Maybe with trying up conditions at the end of the race.
Yeah. So we might be seeing people maybe try to go a little longer to try and go to a dry period if there is one, whereas other people may pit, and then we could see people almost puncturing or pulling off masterclasses by staying out on the interest just long enough. So there could be that factor. Of course, we have had races like that before where it starts off wet and goes to dry, so you never know. Although it does look quite wet though, and it doesn't look like it's going to clear up anytime soon.
No, it don't look like. So, like the qualifying was, you'll be able to set a race prediction for the podium.
I'm not sure if you've done, but I did forget about that. Well, Tom looks quite quick right now. Ollie was right behind him. It was really close between the top three. Looking at it, as Matthew gets disqualified, I think Ollie will take the win ahead of Tom and Felix.
Felix is out.
Wait, did he just lag out?
I don't know. But the grid will be finished soon. As I wanted to say for my prediction that Felix is winning ahead of Jared and Ollie.
Yeah, his car is ghostly compared to everyone else's.
Yeah.
But I'll let you take the lights away anyway.
Yeah, I have a horrible camera angle. And he's back. But then...
I can actually see.
Here we go, Season 9, Round 1, FP. 5 red lights. And we are on the way. Looks like a better start from Ollie Flevel. Okay, Tom Jewell got a horrible start. I have not the best camera angle. As Ollie Flevel is leading into turn 1 ahead of Tom Jewell. As all our ghosts because of timings are glitched. A lot of cars out of track. As Felix is not in second. I don't have the best camera angle. As we have one of the Ferraris, I think it's Lee, in second. Good start from him. Behind him we have Tom Jewell and Gerald Fosbury. Behind him we have Felix and Brandon. I'm still waiting.
Is that a crash? That is a crash. From Felix's AI. As Felix seems to have lagged out again. I don't think he'll want to turn back knowing that his AI has gotten damage and it's not a safety car. But that is quite unfortunate. There is no wing on that AlphaTauri anymore.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Felix, but I think there should be a better restart. But I'm not sure.
And he's joined back again.
I don't know what is going on. But here we are, Ollie Flevel leading out of Lee, Tom Jewell, and Jared Fosbury, Brandon Glover, and Matthew. As Matthew is under pressure from Louis Quinlan. Ooh, who saved his car, nearly spotted there. As you have behind him, Michael was looking for a move on Rocker World, but he didn't make it.
As Cameron's now looking for a move around the outside of Matthew, and he actually makes it. It looks like Matthew didn't really fight that too much. as he comes into the pits
he's
for
pondering
damage, so
damage,
that
didn't
would be
saw
why he
that.
didn't fight it.
Yeah,
So Matthew Alder already in the pits.
as we have first lap over. I'm on the battle for 8th position. Or 7th if Chelsea now can make a move on Cameron Young. It's coming closer, diving down the inside. Cameron Young closes the door. Oh, there was a bit of contact, he pushed him wide.
Significant contact as
Yeah.
Michael Morrow tries to get involved, and he gets
Yeah.
damaged. He gets even more damage after a second bit of contact there.
He
So that
touched
Red Bull has
JCK.
not as much wing as it would have liked. It looks like Rocco is okay. Same with Cameron, as he did get caught up in that a little bit. Almost got spun around. He was lucky not to. So, yeah, now Michael Morrow, you would expect, would start dropping off a bit. Now it kind of puts them on the back foot. Sondre coming up behind him. He obviously doesn't have any wing damage, and wing damage significantly affects you, especially when it's wet. So Michael Morrow's not going to be having a nice time right now.
So I'm heading a bit to the front of the field. Nothing big changes there. As Lee got a really good start. I think he started 6th or something, like in this direction. But these conditions are really tricky. It looks like it's...
I see Michael Morrow, he's so slow. He must be pitting this lap. Yeah, he is. Into the pits he goes. As Lewis Curtis actually tries to move down inside of Sondre in the final corner. That's a very different place to be making overtakes. He almost made it work though. He was alongside. Didn't look like his exit was quite good enough though to
Lewis! He was drifting completely. Wow.
Yeah.
I saw
very
that perfectly from...
It's going to put him up on the left foot to Thomas. Now Thomas has a look. And he is not going to lose position. So very, very good save for Lewis.
Yeah, I saw that perfectly
from that on the track,
from
through
back
turn
wing,
2.
Yeah, it's a really tricky corner when going too hard on the curb, as I got a perfect camera angle from Sondre's back of the car. So Lewis drifting like...
Oh, and he's lost a little bit again, Lewis. It looks like he's not having a nice time. Although, considering that it might be drying up at the end of this race.
It looks like
it doesn't seem like a dry. It doesn't seem like a wet setup. He's losing the rear end that much. I can't imagine that 3 laps in they would still not be used to the conditions at least a little. So maybe dry setups to anticipate a dry period.
It looks like that the rain is a bit less more, but however it's not really the case. But Brent Lowe is setting Jared Fosbury a bit under pressure, as Jared has not this time the ERS problem he normally usually has because of the rain. As Rocco Welch, JCK are not close enough to make a move. As we have a few little fights, but in the rain it's a bit harder to attack without the DRS as well, so it will be interesting. As Felix got a 3-second time penalty.
Felix gets a 3-second pen, although I don't think that is Felix, is it? Oh no, it actually looks like he's back now. His car isn't ghosting anymore.
Yeah, he's lefting, rejoining. It feels like the whole time. I think Felix will drive until the end because of he hopes for a safety car, and then he will be definitely at the back of the field. So yeah, let's keep an eye on him as I'm back on board with Brandon Glover, his AlphaTauri teammate for today. As the fight between Cameron Young, Rocco Welch and JCK is getting a bit interesting now, because they're really close to each other. Tricky conditions. I'm happy that I'm not driving today this race in the wet.
Won't lie, I wouldn't mind a
Whoa.
bit of rain for my race. Do like the rain, so.
Cameron Young saved his car. As Joe Hollis picks up 3 second time penalty.
Yeah, it kind of looks like people are just following in trains. Doesn't look like anyone's really making too many gains.
Thing is,
As well, speaking of gains though, Jose Carlo really got close under braking to Rocco Walsh, as Rocco now closes a little bit more up to the back of Cameron Young in the Williams. It looks like quite a close fight as Thomas loses the back end. Could put him on the back foot a little to Jose. Jose was already quite close to him, trying to look for a move, so we'll see how that develops as it gives a bit of breathing space for Cameron to maybe try and catch back up to Louis. He's getting a little bit away from this train now. 2.3 seconds away.
Yeah, the train is getting bigger because of Sondre Zorhawk, Lewis Curtis and Thomas Trappis are closing up. As Felix says, it's the fastest lap.
Oh, did I say Thomas? Oh.
Yeah.
I should have said Rocco when I was talking about the Haas then.
But yeah, I think we will be seeing some moves, especially from Jose. Is a bit more aggressive driver, so yeah, let's wait as Rocco's really close to Cameron Young. The thing what I wanted to talk about is the IRS in the rain is a lot easier to manage. So like, you can see everyone on the straight has now also just rock bottled. He got a bad exit and slid into the wall. As Lewis Curtis passing him now. As Lewis nearly lost it. Yeah, what I want to say, in the ERS in the rain is a bit easier to save because of you're braking longer, you're not full time on the gas. That is all things who are putting more energy into the ERS. So yeah. I don't know, but did it stop raining?
It has.
It stopped.
So that would
Around
explain why Lewis was maybe losing the back end a bit earlier. Maybe because of a dry setup, because dry period might be coming now.
Yeah, Sondre picks up 3 second time penalty. And Sondre wasn't in pit when I'm right. Now he still
Yeah, it looks like he's really struggling now. He's
I think Sondre will
into the grass. He's yeah, he was running P10, wasn't he?
Yeah, if Ollie's not pitting this lap, however, Sondre will go in for dry tires because of he needs to change his front wing, and because of it's stopping raining, I would do in Sondre's moment. Just go and pit for. Could the mediums drive to the end? I don't think.
I don't really know. It seems like Sondre's really having a bad time right now. He seems to be locking up, and he seems there's no.
He has no grip anyway.
Is it damage?
Yeah.
He has actually lost his left end plate.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh,
he lost it
I'm sorry.
last lap.
I'm sorry.
On the
No,
last
that was my
corner.
bad then. That was my
No
bad.
problem.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You lost it out of the last corner, inside the bit into the wall.
I think I might have had my mic muted for that then, because I. Just had
And
to
Sondre's
for a
going
sec,
for
so
softs.
That's probably why.
Could we see Sondre leading after this? Maybe, but I don't think. But personally,
Might be a little too far back for that, but it would be
nice.
amazing to watch.
Yeah, it would be definitely amazing to watch. Sondre sort of leading a race.
And I guess he'll be the benchmark for everyone else. Going on Intus wouldn't have been quicker, I don't think. As you can see, it is really drying up, so it might have been perfect timing for Sondre.
I think
Maybe a
in
lap
this
early
lap.
though.
Keep an eye on Sondre, how he's doing on softs. Ollie isn't diving into the pits. Okay. And he isn't.
Okay, yeah, Sondre is losing a lot of time, but it looks like he might be gaining it back like next lap, because it is really drying now. He could be gaining it back at the end of this lap, to be fair. As he locks up again.
Sondre keep fighting.
So yeah.
As Lewis Curtis and Oh, there's 3 wide on the start finish straight. At the moment, JCK is ahead. On his right side is.
Oh, and Thomas went a bit deep. He touched with Lewis just a little bit, and then
Oh,
Lewis
there's
touched
contact.
with Cameron Young, and now Cameron Young's around. He also has
damage.
got damage.
As Thomas now going for a move on
It would
Lewis
be
Curtis.
close to the crossover.
He's on the inside, side by side with the left-hander, and he is down it around the outside. Good move from him. Staying on board with them for a second. As I was losing the words in the middle of the battle. As Luis.
Looks like Sandra is really losing a lot of time.
Yeah, but Luis is losing his backhand.
I don't get it though, because on Sundre's, like when I go on board with Sundre, I don't see any spray on his tires. And then when I go to someone on Intis, you see a lot.
He's locking up everywhere.
Well, I guess that would be a thing with the softs though, that they're not meant to kick up as much. So.
Yeah, I think they're not in temperature. But Sandra is
the leaders
fighting.
continue on the Inters.
Keep fighting, Sandra. A safety car now could save Sandra's ass. Because of the thing is, the intermediates are still spraying the water from the track away. So the ideal line will be trying out now as fast as it could. But Brandon Glover is at the back of Jared Fosbury. As it looks like Brandon is the faster guy at the moment. Oh, Jared Fosbury made a mistake! That we gave Brandon Glover the chance to go down the inside, he locked up. Jared is looking for the switchback, he has a better exit there. But he backs up for the moment. But he's on his back
but
end.
he's using that ERS
don't
though.
do it, Jared.
He's gonna look to the outside.
But he's not doing it.
He breaks a little earlier, gets turned in earlier. Looks like he is looking for this still. On Brandon now, going into turn 13. He might be looking for a dive. He's looking for the outside. It doesn't look like Brandon's going to give it to him.
Looking a bit
Brandon
for
places
switchback.
got beautifully there.
But Brandon is defending for his life. Tries to get back to the second time penalty.
Yeah, Brandon keeps that position. You have to say it was really nice car placement by Brandon there to keep that position ahead of Jared Fosbury now. Up into P4. The 3 leaders keep going on these inches. Of course, there is still a lot of spray, but it isn't raining anymore. So we should see them switch over to dries at least soon.
Quinlan is going to the pits. Can you go on board with him and look what he's changing?
Yeah, maybe he's going to be going one of the first. Of course, Sandra is kind of forced on the softs.
On
the mediums for Louis Quinlan.
So could that be the
So he's going to be the second one to switch over to
it's not going on board with Sandra.
But we'll see if that's going to be good enough though, because Sandra is still not gaining time. And you can see the spray as Cameron Young also pits for hard tires.
It don't look
so he's
like
looking to go to the end.
It's not dry enough. I don't know how to describe these conditions. Sandra's really struggling because of the tire temps, but normally you should fly around the track. Instead of this, he is just losing time, or this isn't good for him. But
yeah, and Louis Quinlan as well. I really don't think that was the right call. He's not gaining at all, and you can see Shane goes right by him easily on the Inters. You can see how much between them, how superior the Inters are. He's gone already. Almost a second gap in one corner as Nino's now coming up on Louis. So Louis really made the wrong decision there.
I don't know.
All these guys around him will still have to pit eventually, but if it stays wet long enough, they might end up ahead of him.
Yeah, but I don't know how to say. It looks like that the track is dry, but however the cars are still spraying water away.
Nino gets such a better exit out of turn 12, and he's going to go up into P13 easily, as we see Louis locking up there as he slides through the exit of turn 13. You see through turn 14 as well. He just keeps sliding. The rear end is not happy right now. A big lockup as well for good measure, and he's going to have to stay on these tires, but he's really struggling right now. Similar to Sundre's problems, and probably Cameron's as well. Cameron being on the hards.
Yeah.
Still quite a bit of spray coming off some tires.
But it looks like that the track is dry. But I don't know why the cars are spraying water away. But
yeah,
it's really less.
I think it's just coated in like a layer of water. Just barely. But it should be. They should be in for try soon at least.
Thomas Trop is at the back.
Looks like it's taking its time to switch over though.
Nearly banging just back. Thomas Trop is at the moment the faster guy between him and JCK. But JCK is also a good defender, so he won't have it easy. As we're heading to the start-finish straight, no one's going to the pits. Sandra is dropping back massively. But he's getting on Cameron Young in a big way. Look at the gap between them. Okay, they're not. As you have Thomas Straub is at the back of JCK still. What is about Tom Jewell only? We have not really an active battle on track. Except of JCK and Thomas Straub and Lewis Curtis is coming into this battle.
Yeah, it looks like Louis not even going to gain as Shane's trying to make a move on Nino, or Nino made a move on Shane.
I don't know. It looks like
I'm not sure which
Nino
way
Shane.
around it was, but it looks like Nino is the quicker driver at least. So it was maybe Nino making a move.
Joe Hall is
Nino
in the
on
pits.
the outside of turn
Joe Hall is in
3.
the pits. Ollie Flavel in the pits. Lee in the pits. Tom Jewell is not in the pits.
Oh,
Brandon
okay.
isn't.
So
Jared
it looks like the
Fosbury is in the
crossover
pits.
point then.
So now, yeah. Now is the time to switch.
Brandon and Tom both staying out. It is interesting
Rocco
to see
is
how they'll
going
end up
in.
doing.
Duras
as,
activated.
Joe Hollis.
Thomas Straub is not going in. Curtis is going in. Matthew Alder is the next. I think. Oh, Matthew Alder is going in as well. As is Michael Marlowe. So now different tires fitted on the cars.
Yeah, I think the best representation will be between Ollie, who stayed out on the softs, and Thomas, who has just pit for Inters. Or no, sorry, no, he hasn't.
Yeah.
I mean that he stayed out. Ollie pit. So we'll see. I guess it's 1.8 second gap right now. It looks like Thomas is losing time. So yeah, it is time for the slicks. So Brandon and Tom aren't going to be gaining anything by staying out this extra lap. They'll just be burning out their
I don't
tires.
know why they don't have done it.
Could be at risk of a spin too.
Yeah, the thing is, medium should be the best tire in the moment. I don't know, but I'm not sure. So if the softs can hold these 16 laps, will be very close for Olive level. It would be bad for him if he's losing this race because of the wrong tire choice.
Yeah. In come Tom and Brand now, the two leaders of this race. Ollie obviously pit a lap before. He's coming through the hairpin. It looks like he'll have them pretty easily now. Thomas will have to pit this lap as well, so he won't be in the equation. He's coming down the start finish straight. He's going to easily pass both of them, as Thomas, yeah, he's pinning. So someone
Lee.
ahead of Lee. I think that's a lapped car. As Brandon comes out of the pits now, He's going to be re-emerging just ahead of Lee Kelly, it looks like. But he
However,
might have a bad exit, though. Lee's going to get a great exit. Of course, his tyres are a little warmed up as well. He's going to be right up the back of him. No,
yes, no
DRS for
DRS.
either of them. Lee gets in the slipstream a little bit. No ERS usage from Lee there as he gets pushed wide. Is the only way you can put that, really. As Lee loses out to Brand. Brand keeps the position P3 on fresh mediums.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something. What was it? Forgot it. Yeah, DRS
Maybe about
should be
Brandon
activated
Lee's
because of
fight.
it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
I don't know if he has a DRS failure, but we will find out soon. Yeah, I know. He was behind Brandon on the DRS point, where Brandon was in the pits. He was coming through this point, so now he has a DRS. But Brandon's already pulling away on the fresh mediums, who are definitely faster than the fresh hards. Everyone out on mediums at the moment.
Tom Jules stayed out? No, I swear he pit.
Why is he
I think. No,
Oh,
I
come
think
on, Tom.
I think
No.
he had inters selected. I don't
Tom.
think that he meant to pit onto another set of inters. I think he had inters selected.
And he get a
didn't change the
5-second time
slicks.
penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Come on, Tom.
Oh,
You're known as bottle, but not bottle completely. Yeah.
so
let's
he's
find out
just
for-
made himself have another pit stop and awarded himself another 5-second pen. So he's
His
gonna have
safety
some
car
work to do
could
to
be
get back.
good at
He's
the
gonna come
moment.
out in P9. It looks like just behind Lewis, as
Pit stop.
apparently the pit window was open. But that's just ridiculous.
Good.
Why? He just
Tom
cut the
Jules spins nearly out of the pit. Oh, come on, Tom.
thing. And I also saw, I swear I saw a gold Mercedes there, which was interesting. For a second,
Is Shane's
I
again
don't
coming
know
in?
if it was a thing with ghosting, but
Why is Shane coming in?
I did
from
see-
change?
he's retiring.
No. Oh, he is, yeah.
Um,
That's our closest fight at the moment is between Lee and Brandon. As Felix Never is setting the fastest lap. For the fairness, a safety car now should be good. Like for people like Sondra, Cameron Young, and anyone else. As already beats Felix's time. But Ollie still in the lead with 14-second lead ahead of Brandon. As we have yellow flags in third sector who are cleared now. As no, it was Cameron Young. I thought Brandon has done a mistake. He hasn't. JCK again in the pits. Is the front wing change? Yes, it is. That isn't good for him. It's my Violas. JCK is retiring from the session. As we have no active battle at the moment, which is not good. Ollie is still improving on this lead to Brandon. Maybe you can pull out a 22 second gap to Brandon until Ollie needs to pit again, maybe for softs. Or he is pitting and then gaining the rest of the time. As Felix is setting now the fast lap as well. Maybe, I don't know if Ollie can drive until the end with the softs, but yeah, I don't know.
I really hope that Jose and Shane had to suddenly go, but I also highly doubt it.
Yeah, but for this I won't get the mark next week. Yes, we have really no active battles. Closest battle at the moment is between Lee and Brandon. So yeah. As we're going on board with our race leader at the moment, Ollie Flowell. So, hello Luke. in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. We have no active battle at the moment on track. The only thing we can talk about is Ollie, Brandon, Adley. But Jared Fosbury is coming closer to Lee. Lee has done somewhere a mistake. I don't know where. But we're going about with Jared, who has the faster tire and the better car. So if Jared is not doing anything wrong, then he will have a good opportunity. As Felix sets another fast lap. Felix really going for it. As we're going on, but
Yeah, he's down in 13, so he won't get an extra point. But he is allowed to set the fastest lap though. He can have the pride.
Yeah, but
as Ollie steals it off him straight after, so it looks like people are kind of trading fastest laps right
as Cameron Young lost his front wing. I don't know, from contact with Lee, I don't know. But I'm on board with Jared Fosbury still. Was on the start finish straight with the DRS behind Lee. Lee has the DRS from Cameron Young, I think. But Jared is really gaining on the braking. It's not the best exit there. It's on the way through turn 4, it should be. As Tom Jewett sets the fastest lap. Who is also in a fight with Lewis Curtis. We should go on board for the next year straight. Tom Jewett hasn't the DRS. Okay, that's interesting. As Jared is a bit dropping off. Lee.
Yeah, it looks like Lee's kind of responded to his pace now. He's got Jared out of the DRS now. So good on Lee for doing that. That isn't an easy thing to do when someone's in a DRS.
Felix
it is easy to stay in, so
yeah. Felix and Ollie really going for the fast lap at the moment. As is
that is
Joe
interesting.
Hollis and Ollie.
Ollie obviously is going to be taking the fastest lap, but he is going to have to pit again. I don't think that. No, I don't. It's not that I don't think. I know that softs cannot go to the end of the race from here. Mediums can, just about. And Lee's hards certainly can. So at the end, Lee could come back, but Ollie will have to pit again. Obviously, he'll be on the quicker tires at the end as well. But if he gets involved in an incident later on, it could ruin his race. So, yeah, if it all works out for Ollie, he'll pit, come out just behind Brandon Lee in that, and then make up the positions. But that is an ideal world, and the ideal world doesn't always come to fruition, if that's right in saying. I'm not completely sure, but
yeah, I said it earlier on.
It comes alive.
Yeah, that maybe Ollie is pitting again for softs and then getting the last 5 seconds with its fresh softs against Brandon's bad mediums. So maybe he needs to look out that he's not dropping behind Lee. As Fierce again, fastest lap.
As Lee just got a 3-second time penalty, and Jared just got back in his DRS as well.
Louis Quinlan is out. What happened? Oh, he
lost it out of.
Maybe a safety car, late safety car. Please call the Cody's, please. Please Cody's safety car would be so good.
It looks like he maybe got up on the curb. I know it is easy to spin there, so I think maybe he got up on the curb on the inside, spun, hit the wall on the right, and then went straight on into the left wall. I'm not completely sure, but I can see how he would have.
Maybe on the exit curb, he came on the grass and then.
Yeah, that is also a possibility as well. It is a finicky corner sometimes.
As I'm on board with Jared Fosbury, who was back close to.
As Lewis just got passed by Tom Jewell there, both on mediums, of course. The Mercedes power coming in handy.
Yeah, Tom Jewell could be one of the guys normally who would be on the podium, but I'm not going to comment more on that. As Lee's again pulling out the gap. Oh, he has done a mistake.
Tom just got a penalty there. Oh,
he's and done a mistake, and Jared Fosbury is going for it now. He's going into the ERS as you have a VSC. Oh god. But again, look at Jared's
I'm
ERS.
gonna clip that. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna clip that.
What?
No, just continue. That's fine. I'm just gonna clip that. That's all. That's fine.
Yeah, just talk after the stream. As we see someone's in the pits. It's Ollie! Ollie's in the pits! It's perfect for him! Is he coming out ahead of Brandon?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, he's
gonna come out on fresh
coming.
softs.
I don't want to be so
Will
close.
he be ahead of Brandon though?
No,
He isn't.
he isn't, but
He's gonna get out ahead of
way
Lee. Of course, he's
closer.
gonna be on fresh softs as well.
it's way closer than it could. So, yeah, I didn't thought about it that Ollie has really got it perfect, but now there's activated green, 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 as Ollie has should have an
Oh, and
easy
you can
one
see
on
how much more
Brandon.
grip Ollie has right now on
Yeah.
those softs just coming through the corners. He's
As-
just so much quicker.
as
As
Jared
Ollie
Fosbury
and
and
Jared
Lee.
are fighting here. Jared got around the outside. Looks like he had the inside for turn 3, and then went around the outside. But at least not giving up here. He is maybe gonna look for it. He's gone right
Contact.
up the gearbox of Jared Fosbury. He's not going to be using any overtake, but I don't think this is anywhere near over. Jared does get ahead of Lee Kelly for now.
Well, let's get back with Ollie, who is shortly out of a DRS trade. Now he has such
Yeah, I'll
more
keep
better
an eye on
grip.
Jared and Lee.
Yeah, Ollie Flavel now gaining in the DRS, pulling out to the rowdy outside he goes.
Yeah,
And
Lee's
Brandon defends
going
well,
around
but
the
he has
outside as
switchback
well.
and Brandon
Lee just made a
defended
move.
it. When Lee has passed Jared there. Good defending from Brandon there. As now we're on the
Yeah,
start of finish
he
rate.
showed it earlier as well with really good car placement. We'll see if he can continue to defend. Both of them using overtake, both of them very similar on their overtake. So it's a really just slipstream and DRS that Ollie's going to have to rely on, and his soft tires as well. Which you can see how much more grip he has had now. Coming down in turn 3, it's a
We see
virtual safety
again.
car.
Again.
So Ollie was definitely going to look for it down the inside, but he's been
Yeah.
stopped by a safety car. And Brandon really, on the other hand, he's been saved.
Yeah, that was
He has
pretty
to
good
hold
defending
on
from
just a
Brandon.
little bit longer.
Yeah, it was really good defending from Brandon, and he was blocking the inside line. That Ollie has to go the long way around the outside, and then he blocked the switchback from him. Really good defending from Brandon there. So yeah, maybe if it's green out of the third DRS rate, we could see again a good move. Maybe this time Ollie's really going for the inside. As we're waiting since it's green until it's green.
And it looks like Lee might have good enough. Okay, no, Jared's going now. Nah, it looks like he hasn't. I was going to say that I think Lee might have got out of DRS, but
Green
I think it was
again.
just Jared was backing off.
It's Jared's now with the DRS, but I'm staying with Ollie and Brandon. We're really going for it. So
Yeah,
PC is going
and
out.
looks like Ollie with a good exit.
Yeah.
He's going to activate DRS. Brandon's going to go to the inside again and then back out. He can weave as much as he wants as long as Ollie's not too close. And he's going to stay ahead for now, breaking the slipstream there. But you can see now once again what happened last lap. Ollie's going to have such a better exit now. He's going to activate the DRS. Brandon's going to defend to the inside. It looks like Ollie might go around the outside. He places his car beautifully there
Contact.
to stop Ollie from getting a switchback. And Brandon's going to hold on for another lap. Beautiful defending and a beautiful fight we're having right now.
It looks like if Brandon can one thing than defending. Ollie has so much more grip, but Brandon is defending very well. That's I need to give
And it
Brandon.
looks like Ollie might be going for an overtake now round the outside. They're side by side. Brandon's going to
Looking for a
defend. This
switchback.
time he can't cover a switchback and he's going to go right round the outside, Ollie Flavel. Side by side between the two guys who've been really fighting for this win for so long now. Ever since Ollie came out of the pits, Ollie's going to go around the outside. Brandon's going to still try to defend. He's going to get a better exit now. DRS for Brandon Glover. He's
Contact,
going to try to go to the
contact.
inside. They touch a little bit, almost. Ollie's going to try and defend a little bit. Brandon's going to go back down the inside and keep it. It looks like back into the lead. Amazing battling we're having. Just
Wow.
on the limit between the both of them, but they're keeping it fair.
Yeah, a lot
Ollie's
of
gonna
contact.
try and get a better exit now. He's gonna have DRS. He's much closer. Brandon defends to the inside. He's gonna go back to the middle and then back to the right again. Ollie's gonna go around the outside, and it looks like now he has the move done. And with a better exit, I think he can keep this position now.
Yeah, he has already the DRS in the
Wow.
second straight, and Brandon hasn't. So Brandon needs to keep it in the DRS. Great commentating from you there. But what a defending move from Brandon. But then side by side, through turn 11 and 12, the hard chicane. And then there was a lot of contact because of Brandon was touching the back of Ollie, and Ollie nearly spinning and saved his car, and Brandon was on the inside. Get a move done, blocked him out that he can't look for a switchback. Great defending, but Ollie is now pulling away. That's
Yeah, and
not
it
good.
looks like that's all she wrote for that battle. Is Lee 5 seconds back from Brandon now. Equal tires, so maybe Lee might be quicker right at the end. But I don't think it'll be quite enough as Lewis retires at the exit of turn 1 there.
As I was
So it's going to be our fourth retirement of the day.
Rocco and Thomas Travis, both has was for a moment really close to each other. As who spun in turn 11 and 12 under the VSC, it was Cameron Young.
And it might actually play into the hands of Brandon, maybe. Ollie's tires, obviously, by the end of it, they're not going to be at this pace forever. They'll be about 10 laps old by the end of this race. Brandon's tires 5 laps older, but they're mediums, so they could be neutralized. So this VSC helping Brandon out to keep just a little bit closer for a little longer. But now Ollie's going to keep pulling away for at least the next few laps.
I'm on board with Thomas Travis, who is at the back end of Rocco Welch, his teammate for today's race. Both has on nearly equal tires. Both has enough ERS, but Thomas has a bit more advantage on the ERS. So yeah, that's a fight for the next few laps, as we have only 5 laps remaining. Or 4, 5, 4, should be 5. Was it 4? I don't know. But now Rocco Welch needs to defend from his teammate, as Thomas Travis has the DRS, gaining a bit on the straight, but he's not using his DRS, and I think he's waiting until the start finish line that he can already pull out on the second DRS straight.
He has plenty of it to use as well. He's about 20-30% more, so he is in quite a good position. If these two Haas's fight though, Tom Jewell might be able to catch up. He is catching right now, of course.
Yes, Thomas is
just
passing
got him
his
within
teammate.
3 seconds there.
It looks like that Rocco backs off the battle and letting his teammate through. It looks like, but I'm not sure, as we have now Thomas ahead of Rocco.
Yeah, Tom caught like almost 5/10 just from those 2 straights alone, so you can just see how much more the Mercedes powers gives you. As I was going to say someone's going down the inside of Tom, but it was just a lap car, so never mind about that.
Maybe Sandra wanted to play a bit of
that's
Tom.
Andre.
Yeah. That's surprising.
Actually, no, it's Joe, it's not Andre.
Is it Joe?
Yeah, it is Joe.
It normally would be a typical Sandra fighting with cars where he's not in the
he always likes to get involved, especially on formation laps, which I know all too well about. Austria last season comes to mind. If Sandra's watching the stream later, he'll know. As Joe has DRS, he is a lapped car, but he is allowed to go for a move. I don't know, he seems to be getting at least pulled along. They're on similar tires. Actually, no. Joe is on much fresher tires, so he will be actually getting through. It looks like Tom will be able to use them for DRS for a little, as they're literally just inside each other.
Yes, I'm still on board with the Hasses. We're not really fighting at the moment because of the Rockhouse not coming that much close to think about a move. but if he's still staying on this pace, and maybe, as you said, we see a late Tom Jewell in this fight. Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he just went within 3 seconds. So in the last lap, he has caught a full second. There is 3 laps left. The 2 Haas's, Rocco at least, will be getting slowed down a little by his Haas teammate. Of course, not actual teammates, but teammates for this race at least. So yeah, Rocco will be getting held up at least in dirty air. Tom's got a little more fresh air until he gets up the back of Rocco Walsh. Time penalties could actually be a factor.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Of course, Bran as well isn't too far off, Ollie. So
yeah. At one point in the race, there was a lot of time penalties flying in because of coming from wet to dry, other conditions on the tires. So a few penalties already was flying in. So at the end of the race, will be interesting in terms of penalties and strategy, what I'm talking about. Yeah, as Tom Jewell is still gaining, it's only 1.1 second to catch up until the next lap, if he wants to make a move. But I think Thomas is holding his teammate in the TRS, that he is not under attack from Tom Jewell. But yeah, let's wait and see. That's our only active battle at the moment. Sondre catches plays on his teammate because of he was in the pits. I'm feeling bad for Sondre that there was no, or like generally for Nino, Felix, Sondre and Joe, that there was no full safety car, because that's a crash from Louis Quinlan could be normally a full safety car. It would have to make maybe things interesting at the end of the race with a safety car, or maybe pit stops and softs. I don't know, but yeah, it was only VSCs. As Felix sets another fast lap.
He's a little too far off to get the 10th that he needs to have that point, but he will have the satisfaction of knowing that he did have the quickest time out there. So,
yeah.
I mean, go on. I respect it.
Yeah, I think the Haas will not fight, and is that I'm going very soon on board with our provisional race winner. As the Haas are not going for it, but it's close between them. So let's.
Yeah, and Lee has just pulled just about a 3 second gap. It looks like he's actually pulled that back. All of a sudden, Lee lost 5/10, so maybe that was a mistake by him. But he's very close to pulling a 3 second gap. If he has a time penalty, Jared doesn't, that would help him out to keep his podium place. As Thomas and Rocco still very close on track, but it doesn't look like anything's going to come of that. And Tom wasn't able to catch in the end.
Yes, I'm now on board with Ollie. Flavel is coming around the final corner to win this first round of power performance. He'll give us a weave. He's very happy to cross line of win round 1 of season 9 Formula Performance. What's with time penalties?
And yeah, it looks like neither of them had time penalties either. The caps stayed the same. So Ollie is going to take quite a nice win. As oh my word!
Yes, a lot of penalties.
I was going to say, if Jared,
yeah,
I was going to say, like when I saw the 20 second gap, I was going to say, if Jared doesn't get that P3, then
Tom Jewell was not be able. Next guy is Matthew Alder.
So we really dropped from penalties there.
Micro Molo in 9th. Nino
Looks like Nino's going to pick up that final point. Felix got quite close to it. I mean, he really stuck it in there. Respect to him, considering that he lagged out so many times at the start and struggled with actually staying in the lobby.
Nino
that he did stick it right to the end, despite a P11.
He's not getting the fastest lap. As Felix is the last guy to cross the line. He is getting 1 point for the fastest lap. Felix Nagarwa crossing the line.
Maybe.
Maybe another fastest lap?
He does have to finish in the top 10.
No. Is he or is he not? Now he's in 11th, but with the fast lap he gets 1 point on the boards. As from the game is Thomas Trapp is driver of the day. Yeah, what a race after the rain session. But in the end, Ollie got the lead into turn 1, dominated the whole race through the rain section until the dry part of the race came. The VSC at the end of the race saved his ass with strategy, and he came back into the lead after passing Brandon in the very epic fight and gets an deserved P1 today ahead of Brandon and Jared. As we have our finish in order, Olive Level winning ahead of Brandon, Jared Fosbury, Rocco Welch, Thomas Traub, Lee Kelly, Lee Kelly, yes. Tom Jewell, Matthew Oldham, Michael Marlowe, Nino Romanello, Felix Negua, Saunders Hawk in 12. Joe Hollis, Louis Curtis is a DNF, like is Cameron Young, Louis Quinlan, Josie Mandeville, and Shane Calais. So yeah, it's the end of the race. The first round is over. Next week will be Baku. It's I see for next race many pit stops, many front wings flying away.
Okay.
So
I just got the top 3 there.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. As
So
you're starting
hopefully
very
they'll join.
soon with the interviews.
There's Bran,
Yes.
nice and quick. There's Jared, nice and quick. Now we're just waiting on the race winner.
Yes.
Jared, do you know if Ollie's going to be joining?
I don't know because I had him on mute.
Oh, well.
Okay,
Hopefully
then
he
we
does
gave
then.
him a second to join.
Okay, I'm going to mute my mic, I'm sorry.
No problem. So we're giving Ollie a few seconds to join. It don't looks like that Ollie is joining.
Do you want to start with Jared?
Yes, Jared.
Yes, man.
What a race! Obviously, rain and dry is always a bad mix for drivers because of different conditions. However, you started in third, finished in third. Let's talk about a bit about your race.
Well, yeah, I noticed the weather was not on the good side. It was interiors, which gave me a bit of flashbacks from F5 in Singapore, and it was shocking for me there. But today, somehow, the interiors worked pretty well with the Red Bull, a lot of grip, and so Connors, me and Brian had a nice little scrap at one point. But me and Brian were just thinking, just control the pace, you know, not make too many stupid moves, because you could easily just go off the track and lose a lot of positions. And in the end, Brian did get me in the end. He was just a bit quicker, and I just couldn't keep up with the pace. And overall, I was happy when it started to get dry because I could feel the pace coming back. But I think Brian could have won today if Ollie wasn't a bit lucky with the VSC. But overall, my race was a positive side today, and it's good for the start of the season for the championship's sake.
When we are talking about the championship, was last season you was a championship winner. Do you think this season you could be a title contender as well?
Yeah, I think I can, to be honest, because you know there's a new system this year, which is going to be a lot more people fighting for it. So it'll be a close championship. I think maybe 5 people in the end fighting for it. Brand definitely is going to be one of the contenders. Maybe Matthew as well. But it was just great to race Matthew, Bran, and Sondre again. It's been a while since I raced them on track, and yeah, I think I can easily go for that title. And if I can't, then GG to the guy who beats me and takes my throne. But Let's not let that happen and try and get a back-to-back FP title.
Okay, then looking for next week, we're heading to Baku. Baku is a city circuit. Worlds are not far away from you. Do you think you can score with the new car allocation system a good position?
Well, I'm in the Haas, so it's going to be a very interesting scenario because the only time I've been in the Haas in like a list performance is career mode. So, yeah, it's going to be entertaining. I don't think I'm going to get a podium unless there's some luck, to be honest. But we'll just see what we can pull out the bag and score for some consistent points. But the weather could turn up again and it could be full wets, so anything could happen. We could also have Bran, what he did in F1 one time, crashing Castle, and Sondra somehow got a podium. So we'll have to just wait and see, and yeah, hopefully it does turn out to be a good race, and hopefully I can score some points.
Okay, then good luck for next race and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Kevin, you wanna go with Brandon?
Then, yeah.
Okay.
Bran, obviously P2 today. Well, hello as well. It's not the win. I'm sure you think. Obviously, the win was only 3 seconds away, but you just couldn't pull it off. Well, I mean, you obviously had an amazing battle for the race lead, and I think through multiple points in the race, you had some amazing car placement for defending. So yeah, how was your race overall, do you think, from your perspective?
Well, overall it was all right. At the start, I was stuck behind Jared, and then the only time I got past him when he made a mistake because I just couldn't get close with my car straight on speed and the dirty air, and Inters isn't a good mix. And then after that, it was just a stalemate until it got dry. I made a mistake staying out an extra lap, which lost me time, I think. And yeah, side by side with Lee, coming out of the pits. Don't know if you saw that, but I did sort of push him off the track because I just couldn't. The car was that cold, I just couldn't turn the car, unfortunately. And yeah, at that point, I knew Ollie would have come back out behind me. Obviously, he had to pit again. But then obviously he got really lucky with the VSC. I came out right behind me, and yeah, I definitely think VSC would have won because it took him 3 laps to get past me on the fresh softs. I mean, once he'd caught up to me without the VSC, I would have kept him behind. But yeah, it is what it is. Well done to Ollie. At the end of the day, he won, and yes, I suppose the podium's alright. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, as I said, amazing defending to me, so congratulations on that. Obviously next week is
Baku.
Azerbaijan, Baku. It's a bit of a pad track, ABS track more so.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, how do you think you could do around there? Obviously you're gonna be in a Williams, which isn't going to be fun.
Well, I don't think it'll be the slowest car there, to be honest, because the straight line speed of the Mercedes engine, I think that the Haas or the Alfa will be the slowest, to be honest. So I suppose the Williams isn't actually that bad, so I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. If it's dry, probably won't really get a good result. But it's Baku anyway, anything can happen with safety cars, I think, so we'll just see what happens. I can't really predict what's going to happen, to be honest.
Yes, so congratulations, of course, on your P2, and good luck for next week.
Thanks, thank you.
Then our P1 is in the party. Ollie.
Hello.
Congratulations to P1 today. Yeah, let's start there directly into the race. At the beginning of the race, you directly got it into turn 1 the lead, and over the whole race, you didn't lost your lead except of Brandon. In the end, with the VC, who saved a bit your ass, you came back on Brandon, has a real great fight, you dominated the whole race. Yeah, let's talk about 3 races a bit.
Well, off the start, the plan was that I was going to try stick behind Tom and almost use him as a barrier, or use a barrier as him, so I could fend him off from the lights of cars behind me. like Bran, Jared, or whoever was behind, because he knew it wasn't going to be very consistent in the wet. But he bottled the start, so I just took the lead and went off into Narnia for a bit. I pulled away from Lee a bit, but it wasn't the biggest. It was 3 seconds, but it was comfortable enough. And then I think I played it right the time I came in for the softs. I initially wanted to go mediums, and I ended up on the softs. I think because I press Jeff's strategy, which is do soft sauce, which turned out to be the right call. I don't know whether or not I would have caught Bran, but I think I might have without that VSC, because I was so much quicker on the softs, and me being stuck behind Bran for those 3 laps, I think took out most of the tyre life. And my mental strategy was just don't do anything stupid, don't get wing damage. So I got past him once or twice, and then he just sent it back down the inside, and I didn't really want to risk it. But it was just mainly play safe and don't bottle it. I'm very special with the bottling, so I didn't want to have a performance tonight.
Yeah, we are looking forward to next week. We're heading to Baku. You will be in the Williams. You showed great pace today, the McLaren. Do you think there's next week the chance in the Williams to get maybe a few points to extend your championship lead?
Well, yeah. Well, I hope that my consistency compared to people in the lower tiers in F2 and F3 will hopefully bring me forward, and just hope that people crash or hit the wall. And I've just got to keep a clean race and hope people make mistakes in front of me. Similar to what Brand said, that the Williams should be alright, the straight line speed. It's just the corner there's a little bit worried about, with a lot of understeer.
Okay, fair enough then. Do you think you could be one of the championship contenders this season?
Yeah, potentially. But just got to make the most of it. Like Cameron and Blizzard, they did a pretty good job on the Williams today, so it's people like them I've got to be worried about. But felt pretty special lapping Cameron and Sundre. It was a good feeling to have.
Okay, then congratulations on your win today, and I wish you best of luck for the next races and the whole season.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then anything from you, Kevin?
No. I would say congratulations, of course, on the win, Ollie. It was quite well done by you. Of course, you were helped a little bit on the VSC to catch up a bit quicker. But, overall it was. You put yourself in those positions at the end of the day, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, then I think we will be finished for today. Make sure to check out F1, 2 and F3 on Saturday 8 PM UK time and Sunday 4:30 PM. And we see us next week on Wednesday for round 2 in Baku at 8 PM UK time. Until then, goodbye.